Welcome to the channel, everyone. I'm Robin Elliott with Elliott Motorsports, and today we are going to be working on the C7 Corvette. We're going to be adding a front camera. This is a 2015, so this video will be pertain to any of the C7 Corvettes that did not come with the factory twin front cameras. So I am going to be installing a single front camera. So I sell these on my website. So this is a 1080p high definition camera. It's super nice. This is a metal casing. It's all waterproof and everything. It comes with a really thin connector, so it's going to be really easy to pass through. And I'll kind of show you where I'm going to mount this, kind of give you a game plan here. And then I'm going to install it and kind of go over how it's going to be very easy. So basically, what I'm thinking is I'm going to have it somewhere in this area. I need to test it, see where it lands and everything, because basically I want this to, be so I can see the curb. So probably the higher up, like right here, because it is a fisheye camera. So I'll probably put it here and I'll test it before I mount it. And you could bend this bracket a little bit to adjust it so it aims down a little bit. It's a little bit tight in there, but I think right in here, that's going to look really good, really inconspicuous and everything. So what we're going to do, we're going to route it. They're down in here. It's really hard to see. There's a gap, so I'll be able to fish the wire through here. We're going to route it along here, and then to get it inside the car, we just pop this piece off right here, and then if I can get the door open, there we go. And then what we'll do, we'll pop this piece off right here, and then you take this little, I can't remember what size it is, little Torx, take that out, so it'll give you a little bit of flexibility to loosen this up and run it behind here, and then this piece of rubber will come out just down a little bit, and then this will come out, and I'll show you once I get all this done apart. And then there's a gap here, and so I already have the wire attached to the head unit, so that's already done. So all you have to do is run this up to the front. So we're gonna get that done here shortly, and then I'll show you the connections and everything. It's super easy, and this will work on all of my aftermarket units. So it doesn't matter what unit. Right now I have the smaller one in that, I guess it's a 9-inch. So using the factory dash, and that'll also work on this one here, the larger screens. We have the wire run. It's going to be really easy. So you could see here that I have it kind of running under here. It's going to run, so you remove this whole step here, our protector here. You remove that, just pops right out, and then you're going to be able to run it kind of up through here. You're going to tuck it under here, and then you'll see it's just going to run under there. Now you just undo this Torx screw right here, and then you could just lift this out, and then you could tuck this wire in. Now you don't need to run the RCA through it. You just run the wire just kind of around. Let me get around here so I can show you a little better. So you just tuck the wire under there. In fact, you can't even see it. I have it going. You just barely see it. Already have it tucked under here. So you can see it's going to come out right here, but it's tucked under all this. So it's just a straight line. And there it is. You can see it right there. So, and so you just slide it under there and just run it, and then you'll be able to secure it under here and everything. Next thing you want to do is take your pole line and you'll run it through that gap in there, and you'll see the daylight. And then I have it sticking out right here. Okay, and then I just put a piece of tape on the end here, and then I'm going to pull it through. Now I do have this taped on here just so I don't pull that through inside there and not able to retrieve it. So we'll go ahead and pull this, and it should stick out right there, and then I can make my connections, and like I say, I'll go over all my connections and everything. Let's see here. I think that's all. So I'm going to go ahead and get this wire pulled through. I'm going to route everything, and I'll show you exactly where I did it. So this is very, very easy. This is going to take you like 30 minutes to do. So as far as run it, assuming you already have it connected to your head unit. Okay, I'm going to go over the connections real quick after you pull the wire through. So the first connection is going to be right here. This is just for this camera. Now, yours might be a little different, but this is the one I sell. And then we're going to tape all this up. Now, you'll see down there, let me see if I can pull it. You're going to see down there, and I'll put it up in the corner, but you'll see there's 3 loop wires. You'll want to be able to access those because one of those turns off the lines if you don't want the guidelines. The other one, if the camera's reversed, you clip it and it goes left to right. So you want to have some access to that so you can get in there and clip that if you want. I'm going to leave my lines on for now. And then the second connection is going to be your RCA. So you turn that off so it's not so bright. Your RCA. And then the next one is going to be the red power. Okay, so it comes off this short connector here, and so you're gonna connect. Well, this particular one's an orange line, but sometimes they're red, sometimes they're blue. But that's just the power one, whichever one's hanging off the long RCA going into the car. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tape all this up real nice. I'm gonna run along this wire loom, probably come up here. And then just route it. There's no right or wrong way, however you want to route it. And then we're going to button it all up. So, and I'll show you the final results. And also, I'll put up in the corner of the screen the connections behind the head unit, which is really easy to do. It's only 2 connections. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and clean all this up, and I'll show you the final results. We have it all done and installed now. This does just use a 3M double-sided sticky tape. So right now, I literally just have it using electrical tape because I'm going to adjust it. I want to make sure it's angled just right. So I have my piece of tape here, and I'm just going to kind of see where that lands so I know where my curved, the front of the cam is. So that's what that is. So I'll kind of show you the final result here. So it's coming up through here, just right there. And then I just have it running right through here. I taped everything up so it's kind of hidden. Everything's zip tied. Comes through here. I got the trim piece all set back here. I got everything put back here so you won't even tell, so that it's virtually impossible to even know that anything's been run. It's completely and all hidden. There's absolutely nothing. So we'll go ahead and fire the car up here real quick, and I'll show you where it lands. So kind of show you the so there's the reverse cam, and then we'll go ahead and put it in drive, and there's the front cam. Now I'll need to aim it down a little bit because it's not showing my tape, so I'm going to aim it down just a little bit. I'll bend that bracket a little bit, but right now I kind of have it to where I think it should be, but I'm going to bend it down a little bit more just because I want about 6 inches from the curb is what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show you the final results on that. Also, I'll show you how to now on the automatic and manual. This is a manual, So this one, I have it set up for when you put it in reverse, and then you put it in first, the front cam will go on. Now on an automatic, as soon as you put it in drive, it'll go on. And also I'll demonstrate the manual, how to turn it on manually too. Let's go over one last time as how everything works and everything. I got it mounted and I have it positioned just the way I want it. I'm going to put a water bottle here in front and I'll show you how I positioned it. So that's going to represent my curb line, and you can see it's probably about 6-7 inches away or something like that. So let's go ahead and get in the car and I'll show you the manual way and also the automatic way. Okay, so we'll fire it up here. Okay, so obviously you have your reverse, and then when this is a manual, so when you put it into neutral, the front camera is going to come on, and you can see there's my lines. I went ahead and left these on. There's a wire you can cut, and those will be eliminated, but I left them on. Now to manually do it, it's the cam. There's an app called Cam, and I put it on my home screen there, so at any time I could just push that. So you're going to see that's going to be about perfect. So when the bottom of that, when I see the bottom of that curb or whatever, that's going to be about 6 inches, 7 inches away, 6 inches away. So that's going to be absolutely perfect. And you can see how crystal clear that is, the HD cam. Now this is the cam that I believe I sell for $59.95. The front cam, it has a metal casing and everything on it. It's not plastic, and it's an HD cam, so it very, very clear and very high resolution. So and then also, so when I put it into reverse and then I put it into first gear, I have it set for a predetermined, like a few seconds, and then I could start driving and it'll automatically shut off. And then if I want to do it manually and leave it on, I just press the cam. So it's that easy. That kind of concludes this video. I just want to do a full video just on the front cam. Now this is going to work for this unit here, the 9-inch unit. It's going to work for the 10.4-inch vertical screen. So that's all I got. If you are interested in any of my products, you can go to elliottmotorsports.biz, and if not, you could sure send me an email at Caymanspyder@gmail.com. Ask me any questions you have. All right, thanks so much.